What's up, everybody? Getting ready to roll into qualifying here tonight for WOoT action. Race number one. These guys pulling out on the track right now. It is going to be 30 or 25 laps for tonight's feature. I got to do a quick little driver's meeting with these guys. Give me 1 second as they pull out on the track. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out as always. Initial start tonight here. Everybody's going to make it in qualifying. Initial start tonight will be on green. Restarts will be on leader. We're going to keep it above the white line all the way around the track. No passing below the white line. No jumping out of line before the start finish line on starts and restarts. Obviously, if you guys get spread out and you just kind of go single file, I'm not going to say a whole lot about that. I have seen that the last couple of weeks and people say stuff, but if the leader gets a big jump and so does second place and there's a lot of room and you can do it safely, I have no problem with you guys merging into one lane. What I don't want to see is somebody sitting back and trying to thread the needle and jump to the outside or the middle of everyone. It sucks to wreck before the start finish line. Obviously, this will be broadcasted on MDiTV on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Make sure you guys like, share, and follow if you have not already. And top three do get interviews. If you need the Discord, just let us know. It is in the stream. I have to send it on Twitch. For some reason, it's not working when you do the exclamation point Discord. And chat. Let's keep the chat relatively calm tonight. Obviously, if you guys want to tell somebody they're an idiot when they do something dumb, I don't mind if you do it once. Just leave it at one and done. If you do keep it going, I'll probably be pretty quick to pull the trigger to boot you tonight. I'm tired and I want to get through the night smoothly. Last thing I want to do is listen to a bunch of idiots argue. And a lot of times you get out of the car and you realize maybe you came down or you came up, and it's a little bit of both of you. So have some fun here tonight, guys. Make sure you guys watch the stream. We are live now. All right. Right now it is Ethan George out there with the pole as it stands. James Stats in second. Braden Wares in third. James Burke fourth. Josh Cruz, your top five as it stands right now. Everybody's going to make the feature here tonight. It is group qualifying. Like to have a little bit of fun here. These guys have to think about it. They have to run the draft perfect, but they cannot bump draft. It will allow their lap if they do bump draft. So look for the guys to be awfully careful here in qualifying, trying not to get those incident points. Make sure if you guys have not done it yet, you give the stream a like, a share, and a follow, as they are 3 wide here in qualifying. No holding back here tonight as these guys are down the back straightaway. Good. It could be a good race here tonight. 20 cars. They do have one fast repair. They need to use it wisely. It is 25 laps or 30 minutes, whichever comes up first. Right after the completion of this race, we will be jumping over into IndyCar at Dega. That'll pop up at the end of this one at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as Weathering has taken the top of the boards with a 36.502. Ashton Thomas in the number 2 spot. Clint Parker in third. Ethan George in fourth, and Cody Rogers. Now your top five. Can somebody break into that top spot? Oh, Scott Helms and Cody getting together there as Frank is going to make his way around in that number 5 machine. As Weatherington is currently at the top of the boards. Ashton is second. Clint is third. Frank Monack is fourth. Ethan George in that number 5 spot. Yeah, this is the only race we do that has open qualifying. We do open qualifying in this. Just makes it interesting. All right, so about 12 seconds left in qualifying as Weatherington at the top of the boards. Can somebody else jump up to the top of the charts? The 54, that is the black car right there, currently at the top of the boards. Right now, I see Helms trying to get a good lap in here, coming to the checkered. Will they make it to the line? Helms has a run. Oh, Scott Helms up to the number 2 spot. Great final lap there, Scott. Weatherington on the top of the board. Scott Helms in second. Ashton Thomas third. Clint Parker fourth. And Frank Monack are your top 5 as we get ready for tonight's main event. Well, first main event. First feature. It is going to be 25 laps. Remember, guys, it's going to be 25 laps or 30 minutes, whichever comes first. It is admin control cautions. Yeah, you know, the net code was so bad in them. That's the only reason I haven't done them again. If it wasn't for the net code, it would be great. All right, we are going to go ahead and hit up tonight's starting lineup here, as it is going to be Shane Weatherington starting on the pole here tonight. Scott Helms in second. Going to be Ashton Thomas in that number 3 spot. Clint Parker in fourth. Frank Monack in fifth. Going to be Ethan George in that number 6 spot. Cody Rogers in seventh. Braden Wares in eighth. Going to be Josh Cruz in the number 9 position. James Stats in 10th. James Burke in 11th. Going to be Chris Fanning in the number 12 spot. David Mayo in 13th. Bill Sleep in 14th. Going to be Andrew Kay in the number 15 spot. No clue how to say that. Anthony Janus in 6th. Cody Harrelson in 16th. Cody Harrelson in 17th. Going to be Zach Lovelace in the number 18 spot. Jason Shrugs in 19th. And Ben in that number 20 spot. Going to be pulling out on the tracks. Looks like Ben did not grid up, so we're going to have 19 cars looking for the green here tonight. Luke, you going to make the next one? All right, guys. Remember, the start will be on green. No jumping on a line until after the start-finish line. Cody's in the back watching you guys, so. As they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, looking for that green flag this time by Weatherington and Helms side by side. This could be interesting here tonight. Track looked racy, even in qualifying. Well, at least you're out there watching. At least you're out there supporting us. We appreciate that. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, pace car is going to pull in, looking for that restart zone here tonight. As they come out of turn number 4, pace car is in. When will that green flag fly as they come down the front straightaway? Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Everybody going to keep it clean to the line like they're supposed to as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Weatherington and Scott Helms going to stay side by side through 1 and 2. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Parker up the track, able to hold on to it as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. We're going to change that angle. They're going to spread them out 3 wide. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Remember, guys, too, it is also admin control cautions. If it's just 1 or 2 cars, I may not throw that caution flag. So if you do go a lap down, because you got to go down and get your fast repair, you'll be able to get those back on the next caution. Oh, contact Helms into the wall. Helms in the wall. Oh, he's around. There's a bunch of them. Big wreck. Big wreck into turn number 1 and 2. They're still wrecking into 1 and 2. Mayo identifies as a turtle. Save the turtles. That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, you definitely need to go down there. I don't think you got the bumper on that thing. All right, we're going to go ahead and see what happened here. Scott Helms had a little bit of contact. Let's see what happens here. So it looks like Ashton and Helms is going to get together. Helms is going to come down into Ashton up the track. I didn't know turtles like mayo. Oh, no. That wasn't on Ethan either. Oh, my God. Big pile up there. Anthony gets collected late in that one, 360. I think he might be all right. He's got a little bit of damage. He's going to want to repair that, but I don't know if he took the fast repair or not. Oh, he's down. But I think that he would have been all right with taking some repairs. He definitely has some damage on that thing. We'll see how that thing runs. He'll have plenty of time. David Mayo likes turtles back. All right. So first caution flag of the night. A big one here. As Scott Helms made a little bit of contact with Ashton, then gets clipped by Ethan George. Ethan nowhere to go there. They just ran out of room 3 wide in the quad oval. I know, right? You are not wrong. The chat has brought it to my attention. There was a caution and Frank was not involved. He said, don't get used to it. MDiTV now. By the way, this screen will be on Shane anytime after the pace car pulls off. We're doing IndyCar at Dega next, Kenny. All right, so it's going to be Shane Weatherton, Ashton Thomas, Frank Monack, Ethan George going to be your top 4 when we line them back up. How about this? Zach Lovelace making it through that one all the way up to the number 6 spot in the number 5 machine. A lot of cars have used fast repairs and gotten some damage repaired. We'll see how they turn out. Now, obviously, Mayo had to take the tow. He's going to be a few laps down here. I think that maybe Clint Parker might have had to do the same thing as they come across the line. Should be 1 to go at the line of this time by. One to go as they come across the line. They're going to go ahead and stack them up 2 by 2. Going to be Weatherington leading the way. All right, down the back straightaway. They got him stacked up 2 by 2. Ethan was a little worried about blinking there in the 51, but I did not notice him blinking. Neither did anybody else. As they go to stack him up once again, this start will be on Weatherington. Looks like Cody Harrelson and Clint Parker still on pit road. We'll see if they're able to make it back out here. Whenever he wants. Oh. Give him a countdown from 100. Pace car is in as they look for the green flag. Out of turn number 4 is going to be Weatherington leading the way. It looks like Braden Ware is going to sit back for now. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Ashton Thomas going to stay on that quarter panel of Weatherington as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Mayo going to make his way out. He's got some making up to do here tonight as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Side by side for the number 2 spot. Side by side for 4th as it looks like Monack going to get the edge down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be side by side for that number 2 spot. Side by side for the number 4 spot through turn number 3 and 4. Definitely enough room to race here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. going to be about not making those mistakes like we've seen on that last run as they come across the line. 6 laps complete. 6 laps complete as they head into turn number 1 and 2. So far, keeping it lean and green. Bill Sleep back out on the track. Braden Wares, Clint Parker has also made it. David Mayo, and it looks like Cody might be done in this one as they come down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Here comes Ethan George in the number 51. Lovelace going to take it 3 wide for the number 3 spot into turn number 3 and 4. Ashton Thomas going to say, I want none of that. He's going to pull out quicker than anyone as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2, trying to get that battle worked out for that number 3 spot. Lovelace on the high side. He's got Monac down low as they come out of turn at number 2 down the back straightaway. Shane Weatherington absolutely hugging that bottom line as they come down the back straightaway. And I'll tell you what, Anthony is staying with the field right now. Oh, the 11 going to get stuck in the sucker hole. Cody Rogers sideways as they come out of turn number 4. Big wreck. Oh, Anthony's going to get caught up. Caution flag comes out. All right, so the caution flag comes out. Anthony going to take the tow there. He's got a broke car. All right, we're going to watch the number 11. Yeah, the 11 is going to try to come down. I mean, it's just tight racing right here. He's going to come down a little bit. 20's down low, like to make a little contact. Oh, yeah, he just was not clear. 20 didn't give him an inch. Oh, they get caught up. Anthony, a victim there. A bunch of victims there as we get the second caution flag of the night. Lovelace and Sleep. Let's go, Bill and Lovelace. So these guys should be getting their laps back. Make sure you guys watch out for these cars getting their laps back. Some of them will be zipping around the top side. Unfortunately, Anthony taking the tow here tonight. Mayo is back in this one. Clint, you can take your lap back. Obviously, Mayo already knows. Braden, you can take yours when you're back out there. I see it. As we work the caution flag here once again, Scott Helms, Cody Rogers, James Burke, Bill Sleep, Andrew, Braden Wares, Clint Parker, David Mayo are all on the track here tonight. Josh Cruz, will Cruz be done for the night in the number 22? He is down on pit road. He's on pit road, so he hasn't gone anywhere. So these guys have not gone anywhere. Cody's still on pit road. He's still in the race as they come down the back straightaway. And to turn to number 3, Weatherington going to lead the way. Ethan George in second. Frank Monac and Zach Lovelace currently your top 4. How about Stats up into the top 5 now? Fanning flirting with that top 5. Jason Scruggs in that number 7 spot. He's got a little bit of damage from that one, but he might be all right. We're going to see if he jumps down on pit road or not. Oh, Scott Helms is always going to give him hell. I don't think Scott Helms knows anything but how to give people hell. As these guys come across the line, looks like a few of these guys are going to go an extra lap down here as they got them stacked up 2 by 2. Look at 4. Oh, God. Mayo just smoked the wall. Doesn't look like he's got a whole lot of damage. Cody. Welcome back, Cody. All right, so Shane Weatherington going to lead him into turn at number 3 and 4. As they come out of turn at number 4, looking for that green flag. It is going to be side by side. Weatherington leads the field out of turn number 4. Remember, they got 25 minutes or 30 minutes or 25 laps, whichever comes first. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. We're going to get them spread out maybe a little bit here as Weatherington gets on the gas a little bit early. That's going to leave him side by side for that number 2 spot as Ethan George tries to get to the bottom. Monack is going to close that door. Look at Monack go for that number 2 spot. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Frank's going to have a nice run on the bottom side. Here comes Ethan George digging that side, getting that side draft. Drag race into turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4, going to be side by side for second. Lovelace nowhere to go right now as Stat sits just behind him as they come through the quad oval. It is going to be Weatherington leading the way that time by 12 laps complete, just about to the halfway point. Be about halfway down the back straightaway as they are still side by side for that number 2 spot. Looks like Ethan George starting to get the run on the outside. He's going to come back down for that side draft. Looking to get there. He's trying to get away from Monack now. So Monack can't take advantage of the side draft, but that's going to bite him as Monack has the edge into turn number 3. Ethan George going to cut back down. Gets on the quarter panel of that number 52 as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Watch that side draft pull them forward as they come down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. Ooh, George going to have a little bit of advantage there. He's got to squeeze. He's got to squeeze Frank down. Frank is sweeping out just a little bit, but he's got to keep him down on that line so he can get the side draft as we got lap traffic up ahead. Looks like that is going to be Andrew in that number 19 machine. Now, when we do get a caution, Andrew will be able to get those laps back. As they come out of turn number 4 to the line, it is going to be Weatherington continuing to lead, dominating this one here today as they look for turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Ethan's starting to get the pole on the outside all by himself. If he had a little help up there, that might be a good thing for him, as it looks like Braden Ware's trying to do the same thing back further in that number 07 machine out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, 19 going to move down to the bottom as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Monack going to get to the back bumper of Weatherington. Slides up the track, pushes Ethan George up the track as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, Ethan George going to get back down on that quarter panel. Lovelace in the number 5 all over the back of Monack as they come down the front straightaway. Monack trying to close the door on the 51, but George will not go away as Monack enters a little higher in 1 and 2, keeps George up high. But George going to pull that side draft out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Oh, we got one down into the wall hard. Big save out of the 20. Only one car caught up in that one. No caution flag. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, Weatherington going to continue to lead as they come out of turn number 4. Down the back straightaway, going to be Shane Weatherington leading the way. Ethan George in that number 2 spot at the line. Here comes Braden Wares. Oh, Ethan George has some help. You can see that top side starting to push forward. Wares going to push up the track as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Got to get that top side organized. There's so much momentum up there, but Wares is going to go back down to the bottom. He's going to grab the side draft. Look for Wares to take the momentum back to the high side as Monack going to push up the track again in turn number 3. Great race up here at the front as they come out of turn number 4 to the line. Going to be 17 laps complete. 8 laps to go as they come across the line. 8 laps to go heading into turn number 1 and 2. Still side by side up at the front. There's a few guys hoping they can get a little help here as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the front straightaway, it is going to continue to be Weatherington leading the way on that inside. He has led every bit of this one so far, but Ethan George starting to get some help again as he's got Braden Wares on that back bumper. If Wares can get to him out of turn number 4 here, they might be able to get some ground as Wares does get to him as they head for the quad oval. Down the back straightaway is really where they can make up some time. Can Wares get them out of turn number 2? We're going to find out here as they head into turn number 1. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Ethan George now on the corner to the corner panel. Weatherington going to lose a little ground in the middle of the corner there out of turn number 2. Here comes Brayton Wares to that back bumper down the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway. Here comes the top side. Top side starting to get some momentum into turn number 3. Starting to work a little better up on that high side as they are side by side for the lead out of turn number 4. Look for Ethan George. Looking for him to take the lead this time by as they come down the front straightaway. It's going to be Ethan George, new race leader at the line, heading for turn number 1 and 2. 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Great racing out here on the track. Side by side for that number 1 spot. Side by side for third. Out of turn number 2. Wares gets there. Perfect timing. Down the back straightaway. Drag race looking for turn number 3. Down into turn number 3. The top side did not gain as much as I thought they might as Wares is on the back bumper. George able to hold on to it as they come out of turn number 4. Great push by Wares on the outside. It's a drag race to the line. It's going to be a dead heat at the line that time by. Could not tell who was leading as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Great race for the lead here so far as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Wares with a perfect run out of turn number 2. Monak doing a great job pushing down on the bottom. Nowhere for Lovelace to go. Will we see anybody try to work that third lane as they head into turn number 3? Top lane seems to be perfectly in sync. You have to be as they come out of turn number 4. Looking for the line. Going to be 4 laps to go at the line as Ethan George is going to lead this time by. Oh, this is a great freaking race. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Loving it right now. Side by side. Up at the front. George sideways. Big save out of turn number 2. Big save. That's going to shuffle the front, but Wares back to the back bumper. George down the back straightaway. They got to regroup. They're running out of time. It's going to be 3 laps to go at the line. Wares gets back to the back bumper of George. Monak going to push up the track out of turn number 4. Big sideways for George once again. To the line, 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. Weatherington back to the point. He's in command of this race. Down into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to protect that bottom side. Oh, big save out of the 20. Big save out of Scruggs out of turn number 2. He's going to stay in this one as they come down the back straightaway racing for turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. They got me on the edge of the seat. I don't know if you guys are on the edge of the seat too, but this is a great race out of turn number 4. Here they come on the top side with 2 laps to go. Ethan George back to the point this time by. Oh, here comes the top lane trying to get a little bit of work as Cody Rogers looks to the high side. Oh, they're wrecking. We're wrecking at the front out of turn number 2. Caution is out. We're going to get a green-white checker. Oh. Oops, wrong one. Oh, he pushed up a little bit there, I think. That was, Monak pushed up a little bit. It just looked like Monak and Wares got together a little bit, which hooked into Shane, and you just all got stuck together. All right, let's take another. Yeah, Frank's going to push up the track. Wares comes down a little bit. They just all hooked together. Wow. And Frank's going to sneak through. What a race here tonight. But unfortunately, Weatherington has dominated this one and is now having to go down and get a fast repair. He's going to be at the back of the pack. Wow. He's just getting some damage repaired. He's got a bunch of damage. He's still going to be at the back regardless. It'll still give him an EOL. All right, let's take a look. You look fine. Yeah, it just looked like you were coming down a little bit. Frank was coming up. I think you guys were both trying to work the side draft. You were trying to work it off Shane. He was trying to work it off of you, and you get too hooked, and Shane paid the price. All right, so caution flag out once again. Cody Rogers, where is he? Cody's in a decent spot, so we'll see if he can get there. We got IndyCars at Dega coming up next, guys. You don't want to miss that one. That session's about to come up. I'll say 5 minutes because usually it comes a little bit late. We're going to go ahead and stack them up 2 by 2. Ethan, this start will be on you anytime after the pace car pulls off. Green, white checker, guys. All right, down into turn number 1 and 2. This is far from over. Cody got himself back up to the number 16 spot. I think that's going to be as far as he gets unless they get one more caution. Looks like stats is done for this one. They're flirting with the pace car. This is going to be interesting. I'll tell you what. Watch the number 5 machinist, Zach Lovelace. He might be in the catbird seat. About to find out as they head for turn number 3 and 4. Mayo's back up in this. Mayo sitting in the number 8 spot there on the high side. As they come out of turn number 4, when will they fire off as the pace car is in? Ethan George leads the way. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Big jump by Ethan George. I think that was a smart move as Monek and Ware's going to make contact there. Nowhere for Lovelace to go. We're wrecking in the back. Scott Helms by himself. No caution flag. No caution flag as it stands as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Remember, we do have a time limit on this too, so I got to be careful there as we are pushing close. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, Wares gets a little bit loose as they come out of turn 4. White flag is out. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they come down the back straightaway. Going to be Ethan George leading the way. Brayton Wares all over the back of him. Tries to loosen him up. He does loosen him up. George sideways. Wares just loops him. Oh, he just spun him. He just flat out spun him as Thomas takes the lead into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Weatherington from way back in the back. Contact out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. It's a drag race for the lead. Weatherington going to make contact with Thomas. Thomas puts him in the wall. It's going to be Ashton Thomas with the win. Weatherington in second. David Mayo going to bring it home. Third, Bill Sleep. Fourth, Cody Rogers in fifth. We got to go back to the white flag. All right, so where's it gonna just get on the back bumper of George here? Oh, made a little bobble there, but did not lift. Can't lift. Oh, Cody got clipped there. Big save for Cody, but I think he's got serious damage. He does. As we move back up to the front, Shane Weatherington, masterful moves up through the field, gets to the outside. Oh, Ware's tried to block Lovelace, make contact there. Let's watch this battle for the lead. So Weathering, to make contact there, that was just incidental contact. Man, that was not on Weatherington. They made a little contact. Weatherington tried to get the side draft. Ashton not taking that the right way, I guess. Yeah, they just kind of met there. I think that had already killed Shane's momentum. I don't think he would have gotten there anyway, but they could have just rubbed to the line. Didn't need to smack him into the wall. All right, we're going to go ahead and go through these results. We'll bring in the top three. Going to be Ashton Thomas with the win. Weatherington in second. David Mayo in third. Going to be Bill Sleep in that number 4 spot. Cody Rogers in fifth. Andrew in sixth. Going to be Monak in that number 7 spot. Chris Fanning in eighth. Anthony Janus in ninth. Going to be Braden Wares in 10th. Ethan George in 11th. Lovelace in 12th. Burke's going to be 13th. Scott Helms 14th. Jason Scruggs in 15th. Cody Harrelson 16th. Stat 17th. Parker 18th. Cruz in 19th, and Bet did not grid up. Crazy one here tonight, guys. Well, yeah, I mean, that was interesting. Kind of want to hear what Shane's got to say about this one. But Mayo, we're gonna start with you because you finished third here tonight. You snuck through the chaos there, but you were in contention. I mean, you were up in the top 8 and made a comeback after you turtled, and that number what were you today? 8 machine. Yeah, you were the 6 today. 6 machine was pretty quick. Well, fantastic run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors? Well, great run here tonight. Always good to have you, and I'll see you over there. Shane. Fast car tonight, dominating performance. A little bit of chaos up at the front. You and Ethan had a great battle. Him and Braden were working great together up on the top side. Um, you had help from behind. Frank was giving you some good pushes there, and honestly, great racing. Just hard racing, getting caught up there. Had to go to the back. But tell me about the racing up front before we get to the finish, and the ups and downs of going to the back and then coming back up towards the front.
20 laps in a 25 lap race doing these things. So I will 100% take that. Staying up front all day was nice and fun racing with Ethan and Frankie up there. It was fun. Definitely the beginning it was a one groove track, but then what's his name? Ethan started Ethan started running the outside, got me, took away my lap leading streak, but no, it was really fun. Yeah, I got caught up in a wreck, but it was fun staying up front all the time.
Yeah, it just looked like hard race, and those guys got together. Side draft is awful important to get that top side to work. And when Braden got up there to the back of Ethan, that made all the difference. But good run. You make your way up through the field. Somehow you make it through all the chaos up to second. Put the run to the outside. You guys come out of turn 4. Ashton comes up. You're going down, make a little bit of contact, and then you get the good old fashioned door. But you still got to be happy with second after going around and going to the back of the pack.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that because no offense, Ashton, I would have done the same exact thing. But I mean, it takes a lot to win these things. It's a lot of luck. But I mean, if you're in first, I can't tell you how many times over the years I've been in first leading off of turn 4 and I lose. So I definitely get it to put them in the wall, but I'll still take finishing second. I don't know how the hell I went from 11th to second in a lap and a half, but we'll take it and move on.
Yeah. Hopes and dreams, and they came through.
Yes, sir.
But great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Like always, you for putting these on. Ethan, we're working good together. All the guys. I mean, we got a pretty good group out here right now. Yeah, just always look forward to these and see what happens.
All right, bud. Thanks. Good old sleepy Ashton Thomas. Great run here tonight. You were up front all night long. Made it through a lot of the chaos, leading coming to the end. Saw a lot of, you had to dodge some chaos in front of you coming to the white flag or after the white flag, because Braden and Ethan got together, and a little bit of defense at the end there, but you had a good run all night. It wasn't just that last lap.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, at the start, I was doing pretty good. As soon as you get to the outside, it's like an ice skating rink sometimes. At least what it was with Lovelace. But it was something else. And then we had that caution, and then I swear I spark plugged, shut out my piston or shut out my car because I had no power after that caution. I swear, I couldn't catch up with anybody.
Well, good run. Talk to me about that last lap and making that decision to have to give that little door. I mean, I think this is your first win on WOOT, isn't it?
It is. It is it's been so. I've been racing with you guys since 2025, and this is my first feature win.
Yeah, it is not easy.
It isn't.
Great run
the
here.
84.
Yeah.
Oh,
go ahead.
I said the 84 pushed me all the way, like all the way. I swear, like if I didn't have that 84 behind me, I wouldn't have won the race. Honestly.
Yeah, Chris is a big help out there. Well, great run here tonight. Got that W to celebrate. We're going to IndyCars. I am assuming you're going to be there. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Shout out to my mom pushing me out. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to everyone in the chat, and shout out to my chat watching this. Appreciate you guys watching me race 25 laps inside the cockpit view. I want you guys to follow James MDiTV. Go watch him, subscribe to him, follow him on TikTok. He's been a good friend to me since a year. So Go follow him, guys.
Well, good run. Go get suited up for the next one, and I'll see you over there.
All right, see you over there.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Ashton taking a win here tonight, getting his first. As we are going to go ahead and I'm going to move it over here so I can get into the next session. Those guys are already over there waiting. We're going to see how many people are in there. IndyCars at Dega. If you haven't seen this, this could be a wild one. It is all about taking those runs at the right moments because you can't get the damage you can get. If you get in a wreck in these things, you're probably going to have to take the tow. Looks like we got 29 cars registered for this one. 29 cars, only a 15-minute practice. They should be just about done with practice when we get over there. And that was my fault, guys. I forgot to unmute the chat. I am tired. Hopefully I get through with this move and get situated here soon, and I won't be so tired all the time. Let's see. What do we got going on? Who do we have in this server? Looks like we got Anthony made it over here. Asher's over there. Ashton is over there. Bill Sleep, Braden Wares, Brent Vinson, the plow. Not the correct car for a plow. Cody Rogers, Cole McMillan, Curtis Mitchell, David Mayo, Ethan George, Gregory Smith. I'm curious what Ethan George is going to do. Yeah, no, definitely good stuff. I'm curious what Ethan and Braden Wares are going to go through. Ethan's pretty lighthearted and has fun, so I don't know if Braden has too much to worry about, but if it came down to the win, he might give Braden a hard time. James Burke, stats. I mean, we got a lot of the regulars out there. I see Josh out there, Cruz. Keith Backus, good old steel hauler out there coming to run with us. Storkson's out there. Harrelson's out there. Wow, Matthew Monack. What's up, buddy? Is out there. Scott Helms, Riley Green. Yeah. Kenny Storkson. Yes. The Stork is in. Just about into qualifying. It is going to be the normal format. Well, let me go ahead and get to, you guys can hear the cars out there. We go ahead and get into here and we will do a driver's meeting here. Looks like Cole McMillan is at the top of the board. Keith Backus, James Stats, Scott Helms, and the Maniac are your top five. I love them. Yeah, stream's already started. I need to make one that says switching to next race. Loading. I got to get a buffer signal. Just get a little buffer symbol in the middle there. Make everybody think their shit froze. So it does look like we are well over 30 cars right now. Bill Sleep has jumped up to the number 2 spot. Now we know for a fact that he does not have his motion rig on right now because, oh, we got the apron. Oh, God. This is where he learned that he might want to shut off the motion rig for WOOT. Looks like 23 guys have put laps down. Yeah, we are well over 30 drivers now. We might push the limit here as we got about 30 seconds left here in practice. About to head to qualifying. It will be a 10-minute qualifying run. All right, guys, just want to give you a reminder. It is going to be a 10-minute qualifying session. I will do a driver's meeting at the beginning of qualifying. So if you don't like someone talking while you're driving, give me a few minutes to give you the driver's meeting. You got 3 laps in qualifying. Mayo out there. Oh, my God, death. Quick answer. This one is lone qualifying. All right, guys, thanks for coming out. We do this every Thursday night. We start with Street Stocks at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just got done with that race. And then we scoot over here at Dega with something. This week is IndyCars. Last week was COT. We like to do 87s, and we like to mix it up a little bit. But you're going to get 3 laps here tonight, 10 minutes to qualify. We will not shorten the qualifying session, so use it how you want it. You can wait. Could be like bubble racing for the Indy 500. Be like bubble day. Top 5 will transfer through on time. Top 5 on time. Everybody else is going to go into a heat and or a consi. Each heat race is going to be 5 laps. We'll take 8 out of each heat race and 5 out of the consi, taking a total of 26 into tonight's feature. Damage is on, as most of you probably already know. You get 1 fast repair here tonight, so use it wisely. We are going to keep it above the double yellow line. Chances are you go below it in the turns anyway, you'll be wrecking. So, but let's keep it above those double yellow lines here tonight, even on the back straightaway. Obviously, if you get knocked down there, forced down there, we're going to use our discretion. But all initial starts will be on green. Restarts will be on leader. There are no caution flags in the heats or the consis. That being said, if you do get in a wreck in the heat or the consi and you can get the tow quick enough, get back out on the track. There's a good chance they might wreck again, even in the same lap, and you could still race your way in. We've seen it done plenty of times here. On starts and restarts, do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. I don't care if you guys want to take it 3 wide after the start-finish line. I have 0 3-wide rule. The one thing I do not want, though, is people sitting back and jumping up the middle or on the high side, causing a big wreck before the start-finish line. That's why we have that rule. Obviously, if somebody misses a shift or you have to take evasive action, we're going to use our discretion there. Just don't sit back and try to get the run to jump on the outside or in the middle. Chat is the biggest thing here. Kyle Busching the field is one way to get removed. Another way to easily get removed is going to be the chat. If you get in a wreck, it's frustrating. I get people make mistakes. I get you want to tell them they made a mistake. I have 0 problem if you want to mic up and tell them they're a fucking moron. Or whatever else you want to say. Make it count, because you're going to be one and done. If you do keep it going after that point, I will probably just remove you because I don't want to listen to it. But I do know that you're less likely to do something dumb if you're at least able to tell them how you feel about them. Other than that, guys, make sure you guys go watch the stream on MDiTV now on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. And make sure you give it a like, a share, and a follow. And have some fun here tonight. Top 3, if you are in the Discord, I will interview you. All right, guys, in qualifying right now, Jacob Manning at the top of the chart. Cody Rogers in second. Cody Harrelson in third. Moniak in 4th. Wares in 5th. Those guys are... Cody is allowed to cry as much as he wants in Discord. Top 5 will transfer through. Looks like Declan Willis is going to jump up into that top 5, pushing Braden Wares out of the top 5. Gonna wait and see who makes it in. Who else we got out on the track? We got Backus out on the track. He was quick in practice. Kenny transferred in to qualify. Yeah, it's gonna be top 5 from qualifying, top 8 from the heats, top 5 from the consi. There are 2 heat races. So even numbers will be in one heat race. Odd numbers will be in one race. So if you're in 26, you're not as far back as you think you are. Okay, you're getting pretty far back. All right, so these guys getting qualifying in about 5 minutes and 30 seconds and about 4.5 minutes left. Looks like Ashton Thomas going to jump up to third quick. Forrester, Jacob Mayer to the top of the boards with a 39.140 to the top of the boards for Jacob Mayer. Oh, his top 5 is changing right now. Cody Harrelson is now pushed into a heat race. The Maniac is now pushed into a heat race. Who else could get pushed back in a heat race? As we got a couple guys out there qualifying. Looks like we got over 40 cars up in the session. I don't know how many people are left. I don't know how many people are left to qualify. Brent Vincent going to be 6th quick, as he is just outside that top 5. He is on lap number 3. Will he be able to pick up the pace any here? I know, we miss Mark. I was just talking about that before the race. And that's with a C. Or which Mark are you talking about? Brett is not able to jump up into that top 5. He's going to be hoping to start on the pole in heat race number 1. We're going to see if that time stands there or not. Looks like Brandon Owens out on the track. Looks like Vernon Harris out on the track right now. He's got one more lap. Scott about to come across the line, currently in the number 9 spot, as he starts lap number 3. Oh, Vernon is now on lap number 3. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. we got another Mark that went to basic training for the Marines that used to run with us all the time. So that's why I said that. Yeah, why is he not out here? Riley Green, not the country singer, is out on the track right now. Oh, he got the wall. Are you watching the stream? If you go on the Facebook description or the YouTube description, the link is right in there. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how to send a DM when I'm spectating. Or organizing the game room. All right. Makes sense. Got to get some more elbow room for these races. Let's see. Riley Green going to be 37th quick right now in the number 30 machine. I just need to clarify too. When I say start is on green, I do not mean Riley Green. Yeah, that's why I had to clarify it. And I am craving some Krispy Kreme right now. Oh, he's hanging on that yellow line. Wobbly in turn number 1 and 2. Riley Green putting it all on the line here on lap number 3. Must be scared of Cody. Yeah. He's wrecked a lot of innocent civilians. No, a lot of innocent civilians are going to get wrecked in this one. So we got a couple more guys out there putting in some laps right now, as Riley Green not going to get lap number 3 and was putting it all on the line, as we are going to get into tonight's heat race number 1. Looks like Mayer, Manning, Rogers, and I forget who the rest of them were, making it in on time. I can take a look right now, actually. Let's see who made it in on time. So it looks like Mayer, Manning, Rogers, Smithies, and Willis all making it in on time. As we get ready for heat race number 1, looks like we are going to have right around 20 cars, and I need to change the track name here. All right. There we go. It's right now. It's going to be Brent Vincent starting on the pole here tonight. The Maniac starting in second. Going to be Braden Wares in that number 3 spot. Anthony Janus in 4th. Going to be James Stats in that number 5 spot. Ashton Thomas, our street stock winner, starting in 6th. Curtis Mitchell in 7th. Going to be David Mayo in the number 8 spot. Walker Matthews in 9th. Going to be Ace in that number 10 spot. Patrick Craven in 11th. Jordan Torres in 12th. Going to be Brandon Owens in the number 13 spot. Joshua Holliford in 14th. Joshua Cruz in 15th. Going to be Riley Green starting in 16th. Keith Backus 17th. Asher Hansen in 18th. Skylar is not gridded up in the number 19 spot. And Jordan Johnson in 20th. It is going to be 5 laps here tonight in heat race number 1. Top 8 transfer through. Oh, you're muted? All right, guys. Start will be on the green flag, not Riley Green. Remember, do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. I am not the only one watching, so don't think you can get away with it because you are somewhere where I might not be looking. Have some fun. Remember, no caution flags. Top 8 transfer. Scared. Scared ain't wrong. It ain't wrong. Why are you muted, Kenny? As they come down the back straightaway, we're going to close it in here tonight. Brett out there with the popcorn as he is going to start on the pole. They're going to close the gap here tonight down into turn number 3 and 4. Brent, I'd ask you why you were muted, but I probably could guess a lot of reasons why you were muted. All right. Side by side, looking for the green flag. Looking for the green flag as they come into the restart zone in the tri-oval. Who's it going to be here tonight in heat race number 1? We're going to see some big runs here. We might see some big wrecks as the green flag is out. Oh, topside is asleep there as it looks like, Matthew going to get a good run as they head down to 1 and 2. We're already wrecking at the line. What happened there? Oh, big stack up. Oh. A lot of people anticipating that's going to cost them a race right there. Of course, SDK is going to get stuck. All right, we're going to move back up to the front. 3 wide for the lead out of turn number 4. 3 wide for the lead. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Ashton looking to take that momentum from the last race. He's going to lead lap number 1. 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. It is some wild racing we are about to see tonight as they got contact. Somehow they keep it straight. We got wings flying. They're still going straight down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. 3 wide for the lead. Ashton going to hang it out on the top side. Braden Wares the Maniac into turn number 3 and 4. The Maniac down on the bottom out of turn 4, down the front straightaway. Down the front straightaway, looking for the line. They're going to be taking 2, 3, maybe even 4 wide as they come to the line. Ware's going to lead that time by 2 laps complete. More contact back in the pack as it looks like Ashton came down into that bottom middle lane as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. We got lap traffic up ahead. I'm not sure. Oh, that is going to be Riley Green as they look for turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. As they are 3 wide for the lead, heading for turn number 1 and 2. You can come back on the track, Riley. Yeah. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be 3 wide for the lead with 2 laps to go. Oh, contact. Oh, we got a big wreck in the back. Big wreck in the back. We keep it going as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Free Scott Helms. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. Going to be side by side. In the trioval. Looking for the line. It's going to be the Maniac down on the bottom. He's going to lead that time by Wares with a big run into 1 and 2. Going to be 3 wide. White flag is out. 1 lap to go here in heat race number 1. Top 8 going to transfer through. We got a nice little pack here. There's definitely more than 8. There's about 10 or 11 as they come down the back straightaway. Someone outside of this group could make their way in as these guys are going to try to race their way in out of turn number 4. Oh, there's a big wreck out of turn 4. Might have been some net code there. Couple around. As they come to line, going to be the Maniac with the win. Patrick second. Anthony Walker, Matthews, Stats, Torres, Hansen, and Backus going to make their way into tonight's feature. Oh, that was some of the worst netcode I've ever seen. All right, watch the netcode here. This is so bad. Oh my God. The netcode there was so bad. Wow. All right. So exciting heat race number 1. As we get ready here for heat race number 2. It is going to be Cody Arrelson starting on the pole here tonight. Scott Milliken in a second. Going to be Jaden Redger in that number 3 spot. Bill Sleep in 4th. Going to be Cole McMillan in the number 5 spot. Cody Wheatley in 6th. James Burke in 7th. Going to be Scott Helms in 8th. Ethan George in 9th. Fanning in 10th. Going to be Matthew Jones in that number 11 spot. Jacob Davis in 12th. Do I not have sound? All right. It's going to be Greg Smith in 13th. Going to be Vernon Harris in the number 14 spot. Arwen Basic in 15th. Kenny Storkson in 16th. Jacob Link in the number 17 spot. Jordan Taylor in 18th. Cameron in 19th. And Nate in that number 20 spot. Looks like Cameron and Jordan do not grid up as these guys get ready to roll out on the track. Why do I have no sound for the cars? I have zero sound for the cars right now. Oh, I'm on slow-mo. That's why. There we go. I was wondering what was going on. All right. We should be good now. As we got them stacked up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag. It is going to be 5 laps here tonight in heat race number 2. Guys, same as last time. Start is on green. Start is on green. Don't have to worry. Riley Green is not in this one, so it's not on him. Top 8 transfer through. And have some fun. Do not jump out of line until after the start finish line, and try not to get the run up on people coming to the green. You saw what happened last time, and who's missing the nose down there on the bottom side? Just go in. I'll clear the blacks, Ethan. Looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. I know, right? Green flag is out as Cody on the gas heading for turn number 1. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, going to be Cole leading the way. Cody Harrelson in second as they are 2 and 3 wide down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Cody going to lead the way. Here comes Cole down to the bottom. Scott up to the high side. They're going to split him into turn number 3 and 4. Battle for the lead out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, they're going to be 3 wide, almost all the way through the field as they come across the line. Going to be Cole McMillan leading that time by as they head into turn number 1 and 2. You can throw a blanket over the field as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Harrelson leading the way down the back straightaway, but here comes Cole back down on the inside. Cole going to get the run into turn number 3. Will that top side roll out of turn number 4? We're going to find out here soon as they come out of 4. Oh, we got one around. Burke going to go around and into the wall for James Burke. Well, someone sent some complaints to the complaint department as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Cole leading the way down on that inside as Harrelson tries to roll the high side out of turn number 2. 2 laps complete. These guys saw the first heat. They are not letting up here tonight as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Right? Just got it takes a little bit of work. You'll get it. Through turn number 3 and 4, Cole going to lead on the inside. Cody gets shuffled way back out of turn number 4. He's got the run on the high side. Contact through the trial as they come to the line. Cole McMillan at the line that time by. 2 laps to go here in heat race number 2. Top 8 going to transfer through. Right now it is Matthew Jones in the bubble spot. He's the car number 25. Oh, got one move down to the bottom out of turn number 4. Down the back straightaway, or turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Bill Sleep trying to get up in the mix right now. He is in. He is our bubble car. Through turn number 3 and 4. Throw him under a blanket. We got cars hitting the wall out of turn number 4. White flag is going to be in the air. 1 lap to go at the line. 1 lap to go at the line. This is where this is where it's going to get chaotic. People are going to try to make it 4 wide. Big contact behind these guys. Big contact. Oh, more contact out of 4. We got 1 around. Back up to the front. Cole McMillan going to continue to lead down on that bottom side. Here comes Gregory Smith on the high side. Down into 3 and 4. More contact. They're jumping into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, big wreck as they bump draft out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Cole's going to lead it. Who's going to get it at the line? Cole is going to win heat race number 2. Gregory Smith, Scott Helms, Matthew Jones, Nate Ballstyle, Bill Sleep, Jaden Redger, and Scott Milliken are your top 8. They're transferred through. Cody Harrelson did not make it, as he is going to limp it across in that number 9 spot. LCQ time. All right. Oh, come on. We could have kept him going for our first 6 laps. All right. We're going to go ahead and stack them up here tonight for the LCQ. There is a lot of people in this LCQ. This is going to be absolutely nuts. Top 5 transfer through. It is going to be Ace on the pole here tonight in the LCQ. Cody Harrelson second. Braden Wares in third. Going to be Vernon Harris in that number 4 spot. Brent Vincent in 5th. Going to be Ethan George in 6th. Ashton Thomas in 7th. Jacob Link in 8th. Going to be Curtis Mitchell in that number 9 spot. Chris Fanning in 10th. Riley Green in 11th. Kenny Storkson in that number 12 spot. Joshua Holliford in 13th. Jacob Davis in 15th. Going to be Jordan Johnson not in here in the 15th spot. Arwen Basic in 16th. Mayo 17th. Burke in 18th. Going to be Brandon Owens in the number 19th spot. Jordan got booted, and I think the Cruz will be the last one as they go ahead and stack them up side by side. We're going to be looking for the green flag this time by. All right, guys, 17 cars going for 5 positions, 6 laps. You got 1 extra lap here. Patience could be key here tonight in the LCQ. Remember, start is on the green flag, not Riley Green, since he's in this one. And do not jump out of line until after the start finish line. You see, and I booted the last guy from the heat race number 2. I mean, obviously, if somebody makes a mistake and you have to take evasive action, but if you're not on the back of the other car and you're sitting back and you're trying to roll forward to get to jump the start or get a better start, then you're probably going to want to lift. The last guy just took like rows of cars before the start finish line. He just sat back and went. I can't because it's limited time. All right, looking for the green flag as they come out of turn at number 4. It's going to be Ace and Cody on that front row. Stack them up. Got to tighten them up, guys. Got to tighten them up as we look for the green flag. 2 by 2. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as it looks like a few people kind of sat back as they head into turn number 1 and 2. A few guys tried to timed it for the start finish line, but I don't think they really gained a whole lot as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Remember, you have to survive to have a chance here tonight. Push it too hard, too early, you'll be out of this one as they come down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Oh, Ethan George up the middle. He goes to the point in 3 and 4. I think that might be a good move. We've seen some good luck out of these guys. Seen some good luck out of these guys as they've led the field, but it looks like Ethan George could have get shuffled back. That's not going to be an advantage. Big contact, big save into turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Riley Green going to be missing the nose, part of the nose piece off that number 30. Don't think it's going to make a big difference as they come down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Ethan George leading the way on the inside. Ace just behind him as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, top 5, transfer through, remember. So going to see a lot of pushing here as they come across the line. Looking for the line, going to be 2 laps complete. 2 laps complete. We got 4 laps to go as they head into 1 and 2. Oh, contact for the number 2 spot. Big wreck into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, they're still wrecking. Ethan George out front. Top 4 pulling away. Who's going to be in the number 5 spot? Arwen is going to be in that top spot as the big crash happens out of turn number 2. Oh, Cody pushed up and... Oh, Cody pushed up. I did watch the replay. Cody pushed up. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, going to be Ethan George leading the way. Cody in second, Jacob in third, Curtis in fourth, Andrew in that number 5 spot. I get the frustration. I mean, it wasn't intentional, though, you know? Down into turn number 3 and 4. Ethan George gonna continue to lead Cody in second. These guys gonna stay pretty calm here. Arwen in that number 5 spot, looking to limp his way in. James Burke in 6th. Vernon Harris in 7th. Riley Green back out there in 8th. Ace flopping around in the number 9 spot. Brent Vinson, the plow, in the number 10 position. So a few of these guys have jumped out. They're hoping to catch a little bit of luck here. Lap traffic up ahead as it looks like Ace is about to go a lap down as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, God. Cody torpedoes him into turn number 3. So Cody is out. James Burke is in. Burke is in as they come out of turn number 4. Ethan George going to take the win. Jacob in a second. Curtis in a third. Arwen in 4th. And James Burke in that number 5 spot. All right, so Curtis says I got to go look at his onboard. Wow, he nailed it. He landed it. That is wild. That is pretty wild. All right, guys, we're going to get a 3-minute warm-up here. You guys can wreck the shit out of each other, whatever you want to do. Just don't get DQ'd. All right, so these guys are going to go out here, have a little bit of fun. As we're going to get 3 minutes into this warm-up. Ethan. We're watching you. All eyes on Ethan. Nope. Straight to the pits. Is Scott Helms still muted? Oh, hold on. I clicked the wrong one. Only if it's Cody with a K. No. I think he thought Ace might try to take out the field, and so he sacrificed himself. But I don't think Ace was going to take him out. Oh my God. Hey, Asher, you're stuck. There's definitely free rocks. All right. I try second gear. Oh. He's going to take the toe. Frickin' Scott Holmes.
Why do you ask?
I grew up and it's up the road from Talladega.
You know, I would be concerned if Brett is asking where you're from, especially depending on your age. The younger, the more likely he is to come find you. Got Cody.
I turned 23 at midnight, or 22 actually. Not that.
Oh, that's at least 4 years too old for him.
I'm from Montgomery, but
You should hear discard, James.
Gotcha, bud. I live those Huntsville. Fuck you, James.
Nice.
All right, guys, let's get ready for tonight's main event. It is going to be 30 laps here tonight.
Wiggle, wiggle, war damn eagle.
He was asked Alabama or Auburn is what Brett was asked. All right, let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup as these guys get out on the track. It is going to be Jacob Mayer starting on the pole, Jacob Manning in a second. Do we realize it's an all Jacob front row? Going to be Cody Rogers. We'll have cautions. We'll have cautions. You know, you'll have plenty of opportunities to pit, but I think with the cautions you should be fine because it shouldn't be way short. Going to be Cody Rogers in the number 3 spot. Forrester in a 4th. Going to be Willis in that number 5 position. The Maniac in 6th. Going to be Cole McMillan in the number 7 spot. Patrick Craven in 8th. Greg Smith in 9th. Going to be Anthony Janus in the number 10 spot. Scott Holmes 11th. Walker Matthews in 12th. Wrong Cody. He wants Cody with a K. He is starting from his hauler. Going to be Matthew Jones in the number 13 spot. James Stats in 14th. Nate in 15th. Going to be Jordan Torres in the number 16 spot. Bill Sleep in 17th. Asher Hansen in 18th. Jaden Redger in the number 19 spot. Keith Backus in 20th. Scott McMillan in 21st. Going to be Ethan George in 22nd. Jacob Link in 23rd. Curtis Mitchell in 24th. Then rounding out the last row, it will be Arwen Basic and James Burke as we are going to look for that green flag this time by. All right, guys, remember this start will be on the green flag. Restarts will be on leader. If you do get in a wreck, and I do not throw the caution flag because if it's 1 or 2 cars, I might not. Take the tow, get the fast repair, whatever you got to do. When we do get a caution, take your laps back, take them on the high side. That being said, if you're a lead lap car and we get a caution, stay down by the double yellow line in case someone's getting their lap back. Remember, do not sit back to try to jump the start and have some fucking fun. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2. It looks like we got 24 cars starting this one. Jacob Link is going to start from pit road as they head through turn at number 3 and 4. It is a lot of cars here as they are side by side out of turn number 4, looking for that green flag this time by. Got Codied. Cody will do that to you sometimes. It's not as bad as getting moodied, though. Looking for the green flag through the tri-oval. Green flag is out. Big checkup as these guys try to anticipate that start as they come down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4 going to be Jacob Manning, Jacob Mayer, Cody Rogers, Forster Smiths as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, we got a big wreck. 2 cars, 3 cars down onto the infield, down the back straightaway. 3 cars flipping it down on the inside. We're going to keep it green for now as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. It is going to be Smithis leading the way as they come to the line. Forrester is going to lead it. No, yes. As the Maniac takes the lead, though, in turn number 1 and 2. Tight racing quarters just behind this as somehow these guys survive through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. One car going to pull out down onto the inside. He says, this is too much for me as they look for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be 3 wide into turn number 3 and 4. 3 wide for 3 lanes as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Down into the tri-oval, it's going to be Forster. Again, leading that time by the Maniac, trying to get the run on the outside once again. 2 wide for first, 3 wide for third on back. Contact, big wreck into turn number 1 and 2. Lots of cars caught up. Lots of cars caught up in this one as we get the caution flag here. This will thin out pretty quickly, I think. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Oh, the middle lane pushed up a little bit of that code. Oh, big wreck. Lots of cars caught up in that one. Caution flag is out once again here tonight. Oh, shit. I hit the yellow and it did not go. We're going to go yellow out of 4, guys. Yellow out of 4. All right, I hit the button. For some reason, it didn't register. That was a pretty decent sized wreck. I was hitting the caution. But yes, caution flags, you can get your laps back. You guys got to let the pace car by. So these guys are checking up in 1 and 2, checking up in 1 and 2. All right, so I didn't realize it didn't throw the yellow flag. As these guys are going to have to let this pace car pull back by as we are 4 laps into this one here tonight. That pace car couldn't go any freaking slower, could it? I think the lap car is high. Yes. This is the only one. This is the last one tonight. Last one tonight. You know, I've noticed that it's not horrible. I think it's a little tighter maybe, but it's not horrible when you lose a wing. So it looks like everybody's going to come down on pit road. They can make it on gas with these cautions. It looks like a few guys are going to stay out. A bunch of guys coming down on pit road. Better the safe than sorry, as it looks like Asher, the Maniac and Asher are going to be the first ones to jump down on pit road. Jacob Mayer, Gregory Smith, Bill Sleep all staying out. A few of these guys getting their laps back now. I hope I caught that in time for Scott. I hope I caught that before you hit pit road, Scott. Yeah, I noticed, and I was like, oh, shoot, he passed the pace car. That'll be a hold. So I quick cleared it. Get as many laps as you guys can under caution. I will clear the blacks for those. This restart will be on Jacob Mayer anytime after the pace car pulls off. So once they hit the grass for the infield, it's fair game. He can go whenever he wants. All right, so we are going to be looking for that green flag. A few guys getting their laps back right here, or as many as they can. Jacob Mayer, Gregory Smith, Bill Sleep, Asher Hansen, and Frank Moniak are your top five. Looks like a lot of guys are getting their laps back right now. All right. Looks like Scott is going to get another lap back. Got a couple guys, Willis and Smithies, going down on pit road. Basic coming down on pit road. A couple more guys getting those laps back as they come across the line. Looks like the only car we are going to have a lap down at this point, it is going to be Jaden Rogers and Walker Matthews, which they may be done. For the night, we'll find out. Keith, I think he took too many laps. You're going to need to stop and let the field by. What would, yeah. You do me a favor. Go down closer to pit road because you can just speed down pit road when we go green. But if you're out on the track, it's gonna delay the yellow. We don't want to do that. Now, if we can time it right here, we'll get you staying with the field. So, all right. So, Jacob, this is going to be on you anytime after the pace car pulls off. All right, through turn number 3 and 4, it is going to be Jacob leading the field out of turn number 4. Pace car going to pull down. I would start rolling, and once you hear them hit the gas, get on it. Go, 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 go. Keith, go. All right, Jacob going to get on the gas. Gregory in second as they come down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. Jacob going to lead the way down into 1 and 2. Did Keith catch the field? Yeah, almost caught the back. Didn't expect him to go quite that soon. Jacob leads him down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3, which it was perfectly legal. Or I would have told you to go sooner is all I was thinking. Down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. Here comes Smith to the outside. 3 wide for the number 3 spot. 3 wide for third. Jacob Mayer on the high side. bottom side, Gregory Smith. Here comes Hansen up the middle, down the front straightaway. It's going to be 3 wide to the line. Asher Hansen to the point that time by. Asher tried to play a little defense as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Not able to get to the high side. He's going to have Gregory Smith up high as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes another one up the middle. That's going to be Manning shaking and baking down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Asher going to be stuck in the middle into turn number 3. Jacob Mayer to the point. Down on the bottom side as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. So we got 2 different packs of cars here. Keith might be in a good spot because they're going to wreck big as they're 4 wide down the front straightaway. 4 wide and 9 laps complete down into turn number 1 and 2. Here they go. There it is. Wrecking into turn number 1 and 2. Caution flag comes out. Four wide. Oh, so we got a few guys caught up in that one. Looks like Matthew Jones, Gregory Smith, and Jaden Redders all caught up in that one as we get the first or second caution flag of the night. 10 laps complete. The race for the lead was absolutely insane. So we are going to have 20 laps to go. It is going to be about 17 to go when they take the green flag. We're going to see if we can get some green flag laps in. As Mayer is leading, Asher Hansen second, Curtis Mitchell, Jacob Manning, Bill Sleep are your top 5 as it stands. Ethan George just 1 spot out. As we work the caution flag here once again, we'll see who hits pit road. You got the special needs car, Roger. And be careful, that right front's going to flop off.
Cody Rogers barely keeps 4 tires on his real race car.
I'm looking at it. There is nothing holding that tire on. It is floating in the air. All right, let's go ahead and look at the rear. Yeah.
Cody says it drives like a Cadillac at 40 miles per hour.
This man is on a G27. That wheel is shaking uncontrollably, and you know.
At least it's got no force feedback.
Unfortunately, I think he has it turned on.
Well, I'm saying it compared to like some of these direct drives.
Well, the thing about Cody Rogers, he has unbelievable wrist strength due to some secret training he does nightly.
Oh, I get that. I get that. Now, it was this car track combo that made Bill Sleep turn off his motion rig. You want to talk about a wild ride? Take a ride in one of these in a motion rig.
Doesn't Bill Sleep have one?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it was this car track combo that made him shut it off.
Poor old fella went for a ride one time and said, "Fuck that."
Yep.
I run it still, but not here.
Just took a whiplash and a concussion, huh, Bo?
Yeah.
His wife told him he needed a few more years for his life insurance to mature a little bit before he could turn it back on.
Done for.
Yeah, they find out you got that stem rig, all insurance going right through the goddamn roof, your homeowners, everything.
She actually said that if she was like 30 years younger, she would have rode it with him.
Hey. Yeah. Ooh.
I hope Chris isn't watching.
He might be. He's off of work tomorrow because we race tomorrow night. So got a big doubleheader this weekend.
2 more noses he can knock off?
Yep. God, I hope not. Cost me enough already.
He's supposed to be cheaper at this age in his life.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to be looking for that green flag this time by. We got them stacked up 2 by 2. It is going to be Asher Hansen leading the way.
Man, these caution laps take forever.
Or actually, Jacob Mayer leading the way as they come down the back straightaway. I mean, when you're going 240, 260, it does feel slow. I'm sorry, Clint Sheehan might be watching this. Slow is an offensive word to him. We'll call it special speeds. If he goes too fast, he gets a ticket. He's probably the only one that doesn't get tickets on that thing, huh? All right, looking for the green flag as they get into the restart zone. The restart zone is anytime after the pace car pulls off. When will Mayer fire him off? Green flag is out. Green. I've been allowing the lane change if you guys spread out. And I think I said it in the driver's meeting. I did earlier anyway in the first race. If you guys do spread out like that and you're just going single file, I don't have a problem with that. It's the moves to get in to make it 3 wide before the line and try and sit back and jump the start. Asher going to lead the way as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Manning on the high side. Asher down low 2 by 2 up at the front as they come out of turn number 4. So the field's pretty spread out, but don't imagine it will last that way long as they're 3 wide for a second. Here comes Asher digging back on the inside, but Manning's going to lead that time by. Down into turn number 1 and 2, going to be Jacob Manning leading the way. Asher now leading the way. They're 3 wide for the lead. Down the back straightaway. Who is going to lead at the line this time by? It's anybody's race as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. I think, who is that back there? That is going to be Arwen. He might be playing the long game here in that car. He's going to sit back from the pack. He knows they aren't done wrecking yet as it looks like we got issues in the back. 1 car up and over on his lid as we move back up to the front. Going to be 3 wide for the lead at the line. Oh, Keith had to take the tow also as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Going to be 3 wide for the lead, 3 wide for 4th, and 3 wide for 7th. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Will we get another lane of 3 wide? They're trying to work on it. Those guys further back, I think, are like, you know what? 2 wide, single file. We'll just kind of stagger a little bit. Might not be a bad idea. We might have to make a move here if these guys get together, especially if we see some 4 wide again as we come through the trioval. Going to be 16 laps complete, 14 laps to go. 14 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Jacob Manning leads the way. Contact up at the front. Think that was Ethan Jordan. Oh, we got one in the wall. Big save out of turn number 2. Oh, that could have been a whole lot worse. Somehow they're still surviving down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3. Going to be Stats up on the outside. He's going to take the lead into turn number 3 and 4. Matthew Moniak has moved back to the back of the pack. He is looking to bide his time a little bit. Come back here where it's a little bit safer, but close enough to pull the draft if you need it as they come across the line. Going to be Hansen at the line that time by into turn number 3 of 1 and 2. Sorry. Oh, we got a big one into turn number 1 and 2. Multiple cars caught up. Caution flag is out as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Big wreck out of turn number 2. All right, so the 32 up on its side. Willis. Oh, Patrick Craven. I don't even know if Patrick, he's the only one left. I don't even know if he could get enough speed to catch you. He's got a broken rear end. Damn. All this happened. All right, so it looks like maybe no. Okay, we're gonna have one cut down. It's gonna be the number 9 car. The 9 car comes down there. It's gonna be Mitchell, maybe. Oh yeah, Mitchell. Oh, big wreck. Oh my God. Massive wreck into turn number 1 and 2. Multiple cars caught in that one. Willis taking a tumble in that number 32 as the caution flag comes out here for the 3rd time tonight as Patrick continues to try to limp that thing down the back straightaway. Multiple meatballs. There ain't no way Scott Holmes is leading this thing.
James, did I turn down, or did the guy below me hit the apron? What happened?
I think you came down.
Dang.
And then jumped me after.
It junked like the rest of the half of the field. And to be fair, it wasn't really the back of the pack. It was like 6th, 5th, right around in that range is where the wreck happened.
6, 7.
Hey, James.
You guys just came together. I just watched a little bit. It was a little bit of both of you just barely touching each other. It's these runs you get, and it just happens. All right, so he came up on you going before turn 1. He got the apron, came up, and you were coming down a little bit, and you guys met in the middle. I just took a better look at it. What's up, Scott Holmes?
I just wanted to ask you to ask the fans if they enjoyed the show from the back to the front.
I mean, they can hear you right now.
That's for all my fans, not Landon Moody's fans.
You gonna thank friends, family, sponsors?
Absolutely, and not Landon Moody.
Well, I'm thinking Landon Moody's driving that car tonight. I mean, he's not in here. Isn't this a coincidence?
Yeah, I just got the headset on. He's driving.
He's just jamming into some Metallica, thinking about that reach around you gave him.
I'm not emotional or sentimental about it or anything, but that was like a year and 3 days from, you know.
I think you're tearing up right now. What are you talking about? All right, we are going to stack them up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag this time by. Going to be a 9-lap shootout. All right, guys, the field has shrunk a little bit. Looks like a few guys are making it back out. They're going to need a caution to get a little help. If you guys can take a lap now, you can take it now. Take it now. Take it now. All right, so we have like 15 cars on the track. They're going to take one of the laps now. They're going to need a little help, though. 9 laps when you take the green flag. Let's see how many of them we can do green. Hey, Scott Holmes.
What's up, James?
Starts on you anytime after the pace car pulls off.
Hell yeah, it is.
How many times do you think I can take a bite out of a sponge before I get sick?
Yeah. Out of what?
IRP Kurt, man.
A sponge.
Man, you really got to leave the meth alone.
You never know what's going to come out of stats now.
Or apparently go in it.
I'm sorry, bad taste, bad joke. I apologize. I got a bad sense of humor.
I mean, bad taste because you're eating sponges. But Scott Holmes does want to know if you spit or swallow.
Just a sponge.
Looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway, 2 by 2 at the front of the field. Who's it going to be here tonight? Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Scott Holmes leads the way with 9 laps to go. Here come the runs down into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to have some runs if these guys jump him like I think they are into turn number 1 and 2. Holmes protecting the bottom side. Here comes Asher back to the high side out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. They're going to spread out 3 wide, wasting no time.
You guys
heading for turn number 3. Yeah, gotcha. Down into turn number 3. Stats down on the bottom as they come out of turn. Oh, we got one in the wall. One in the wall. Ethan George hard in the wall. Only one car. We're going to leave it green as it stands right now. They're 4 wide through the tri-oval, heading for turn number 1. Oh, more contact as one pushes up into turn number 1 and 2. Somehow they stay alive. All right. That one was definitely on you, Curtis. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. 3 wide, heading into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, big wreck. Here it is. Caution is out. We're going to go ahead and throw that caution.
On me.
That door bang, it was crazy, man.
Man, I feel like, I don't know, vibrations. Checking up and on here, guys.
I hear the vibrations.
Well, look at my right front.
All right, let's take a look and see what happened here. Oh, Helms got the apron.
I think I've been like second every freaking restart. My goodness.
Cole drove right through that. I don't know how bad his damage is. He is missing part of his wing, but he drove right through the car.
Yeah, that was pretty weird in that deal.
How many cars are left?
All right, so caution flag is out.
15, I think.
It might be a little less now. It's somewhere between 10 and 13 will be left. James Stats out front, eating the sponge. Asher Hansen in
I'm trying to
second.
go, but my car only does
Burt
7.
in third. As it looks like Cole gonna go jump up a couple spots. Will he go down onto pit road in that number 28 machine and get that wing fixed? Oh, little jockeying for position there as these guys try to get that figured out. There's a few guys coming down on pit road. Gonna work this pace. Love to feel the vibrations, right? You know, one thing we like about this, I mean, I know it's a little chaotic. We get these wrecks, but man, they're so fun to drive these cars. The Maniac down on pit road. So we got 10 cars left on the track. A couple guys down on pit road. Looks like Cole going to make it back out. So that'll be 11. All right, so there are 11 cars on the lead lap right now. I don't know if Scott, Jacob are going to make it back out, or if Matt's going to make it back out.
Nah, my car.
I would say to clear my black for the end, but it won't really matter.
As they come down the back straightaway, it is going to be the one to go this time by at the line. Are either of the Jacobs going to make it back out?
Nope, I'm done.
Who, me?
Well, I know you're already out. There's Jacob Link, and he is back out. Okay, so go get your lap back if you can. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stack them up here. The 29 is probably going to be coming fast. If I were him, I would take the lap. So give him a little bit of room up on the high side. If you catch him, you should catch him before the back straightaway. So if for some chance he catches on the back straightaway, he could probably just go jump down to the bottom. But he's probably going to be coming high side. He's coming quick. He's coming now. All right. We got them side by side looking for the green flag this time by.
One to go right now?
Yes, one to go right now.
I'm going to blow by the field here in a minute. I'm pulling out of the pits now.
Okay. All right, we got them stacked up here again.
I'm staying low.
So the Maniac going to try to get at least one lap back here. He's going to need a little bit of help as we look for the green flag. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, tires make zero difference here, and I told him at the beginning. I think we'll get enough cautions, but we don't have to worry about fuel. All right, Stats. This is on you, or the sponge, whichever you choose.
10-4. IRP curve.
As they come out of turn number 4. Looks like Jacob has caught the field, so has Maniac as they come down the front straightaway. Pace car pulling in. Who's it gonna be? We got a 4-lap shootout here. Will we see that white flag?
Can I get it clear?
I'm gonna hit it here in a second. It's gonna give it back to you again. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head for the start.
Jacob at the back get it clear as well.
Down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, we got one around. One around already. Ethan, George around in turn number 1 and 2. Ethan around. He's going to pull back out. No wing on the front of that thing. He's going to need some help down the back straightaway. It is a race to the lead as Curtis sits up at the top. It's going to be 3 wide down into turn number 3 and 4. Asher going to push up a little bit. Stats on the bottom out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, going to be 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2 is going to be Asher Hansen leading the way in that middle lane into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Stats back on the bottom. Side by side for the lead out of turn number 2. It's all about timing that run. Timing that run. You get so much pull. Somebody from 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th even could pull to the lead with a right run as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be 2 laps to go when they hit the line. 2 sticks in the air. 2 laps to go. Asher going to lead that middle lane. He likes the middle lane. Here comes Stats back down on the bottom in 1 and 2. Stats going to lead it out of turn number 2 as they drag race down the back straightaway. That apron could come into play here tonight. If somebody clips that apron, it could be lights out for this field as they head through turn number 3 and 4. For some people, this might be their last lap. We see it all the time on the last lap. Big wrecks, big crashes. Will they be able to keep it clean? Down the front straightaway. Too late for a caution flag. This is the white flag. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as Asher continues to lead in that middle lane. Here comes Stats with the run on the inside. We're going to see these guys squeeze a little bit more. People not pulling out of runs. Who is going to win it here tonight? The top side trying to go. Here comes Curtis Mitchell up on the high side in that number 9 machine. Here comes a 4 wide into turn at number 3 and 4. They're going to take it 4 wide for the lead as Curtis Mitchell looks to the outside. Asher almost squeezed him. Here comes Burke. Burke looking for the lead. Stats on the bottom. They're going to spread out down the front straightaway. Touch in the tri-oval. Asher gets hooked. Big wreck. It's going to be Stats sneaking through it. And Stats taking the win. Basic. A very patient Knight going to get second. Bill Sleep in third. Jacob Link and Forrester in that number 5 spot. What a finish here tonight. Look at the tri-oval. They end up 3 wide. Big wreck. Oh, my God. Chaos coming through the tri-oval. Let's take a look at that from a different angle. Go down to TV2, and we're going to go ahead and do this in slow motion. They're going to make contact here. Asher tries to go for the block. Are they going to end up 5 wide? I think they end up basically or almost 5 wide. We got one pushing up, gets into Asher. And that is what stacks up the big one here tonight. Oh, Burke, a victim. Who's going to hit the fence hard? Oh, a couple of them. The 11. Hard into the wall. I think it was 11. It was Jacob Manning, I think, causing the big one as they slide across the line. James Stats with the win here tonight. What a finish. Arwen Basic, fantastic run for him here tonight. We're going to go through these results, and then we will bring in the top 3 if they're in the Discord. I know 2 of them will be. Jimmy Bubs. All right, so it is going to be Stats with the win. Basic in a second. Bill Sleep in third. Going to be Jacob Link in the number 4 spot. Forrester in 5th. Going to be Hanson in 6th here tonight. Cody Rogers 7th. Curtis Mitchell in 8th. Going to be Manning in the number 9 spot. James Burke in 10th. Cole McMillan in 11th. Ethan George going to finish 12th here tonight. Moniak in 13th. Scott Helms in 14th. Going to be Mayer in the number 15 spot. Nate in 16th. Willis in 17th. Going to be Craven in that number 18 spot. Keith Backus 19th. McMillinkin in a 20th. Going to be Smith in the number 21 spot. Jones 22nd. Redger 23rd. Matthews 24th. Janus and Torres did not start the race. What a crazy one here tonight. Let's go ahead and pull these guys in. All right. What a crazy freaking race tonight. Crazy race. Bill,
Absolutely
hold on. I gotta look.
absurd.
I gotta look. I think Bill might have been the only one that I don't think Bill pitted the whole time, did he?
Bill, you didn't pit that whole time?
Huh?
You didn't
You
pit once?
No.
No.
Damn.
I
If it
think
wasn't for my fast repair, I wouldn't have fucking pitted.
So great run for Bill. You staying in contention the whole night. Scott Helm says, good job. Bill Sleep. Burke says, almost had it. You almost did. You got clipped there.
Yeah.
You got caught up in that wreck. But Bill, great run here tonight in the number 66 machine. Man, the thing was quick. You were in contention. It wasn't a fluke.
No, I just had to be patient, and just kind of rode around, and I don't know, everybody gets that big run. Well, you're not going nowhere. So it's like, stay on the bottom because everything washes up. So that was my plan all night, and that's what I did, and worked out. I just about went to the top here at the end, and then I thought I started to go up there, and I thought, yeah, that's where, the run's going to be. But then I also thought, nope, that's where all the wreck's going to be. So I stayed on the bottom, and everything washed up, and it worked.
Arwen said, never felt better with a P2. Love the chaos. Hope everyone enjoyed it. For sure. And the link for Discord is in that description, Arwen. That was a great race. But, man, you hit the nail on the head. It was about patience is a big thing here. You got everybody trying to jump for that top spot. Being in control of the race is huge, but also the patience, being further back, knowing when and when not to take those runs, just keeping a hold of the draft and figuring out where to punch the hole through when you can. I mean, that's just experience and knowing that chaos happens on the final lap, especially in these IndyCars.
Yep, that's for sure.
Fantastic run here tonight. I know you got a long weekend coming up. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Big shout out to Rolling Thunder Dirt Legends and the Midwest Legend Dirt Series here for the 2 races coming up this weekend, Friday night and Saturday night. I got a big event, $1,500 to win if they win both nights, so it should be cool. Legend cars here in Wisconsin. And a shout out to my beautiful wife, who I believe right now is in bed, but today was our 43rd wedding anniversary. So I guess 3rd I'll take because it's got the 3 in it. So we're good.
For sure. Great run for the full throttle fossil.
Yep.
Mayo's out there, says go sleep racing, but good run here tonight. Stats.
Yeah, I had the backing of Mayo all night. He was my spotter too. So a big shout out to Mayo on the fossils come through here tonight. Even though he didn't make it in the show, he was with me the whole night and spotted me. So big shout out. Big thanks.
He's good at spotting you through the chaos, and he's good at spotting fish.
Yep.
Great run tonight. Stats, fantastic run. You're kind of quiet a little bit most of the night. You were there at the right time.
Yeah, unfortunately, got caught up a little early in some shenanigans and ended up having to use a fast repair, which kind of kept me tamed to where I had to come from the back. Everybody kind of gets a good start and with these cars, and it kept me back there, keep it clean, and then finally just started chipping away. after getting some of those drivers out and that were a little bit shaky, especially going 3 wide, everybody seemed to have really kind of cleaned up the race. And so at that point, I just started moving forward, chip away. And luckily, that last caution set me up to be able to get in. The bottom lane I thought was dominant. So I was just able to get myself, luckily, in a good spot in that last restart to get to that bottom lane and then the front.
Yeah. How crazy is that, though, to take the fast repair, especially in these cars that early, and have to be that cautious? Because, I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot to knock you out of the race in one of these.
No, truthfully, it doesn't. I mean, in the heat, I don't know how I survived. I think I had a half a wings. I think you even made a joke about it. I survived with a scattered wing out on the track, but it happens easily with the cars, so you do have to kind of keep it tamed. But like I said, luckily, I kind of just was able to let a few more cautions happen while I was lingering in the back, and then at that point, it kind of seemed like the more steadier drivers were up front, and I was able to at least have a little more trust. I'm not going to make moves if I can't trust the guys around me. So, of course, shout out to everybody in the lobby at the end there, too.
You didn't embarrass yourself this weekend.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. I know. I made a damn fool of myself, of course, too. I brought a couple of my boys in, and I just made a damn fool of myself in front of everybody. But you know what? Hey, look, I'm gonna go make a name for myself. I'm gonna go have my name talked about in one way or the other, whether I flip my shit or I win it. So,
there you go.
Like I said, definitely nice to win MDI. I think I got a COT like a long time ago.
It's been a while. Yeah.
It's been a while. So it was definitely nice to get back in here and get a win, especially because these cars are sketchier. I definitely am a little more confident in the COT and the 87s. These cars are not my forte for sure, but I was able to make some moves and figure the car out and with the runs. So definitely felt good to make up for stepping on my dick a little bit last week.
Well, fantastic run. You got any friends, family, sponsors, and sponges you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Rogers Racing, specifically Mark Rogers. He's the heart and soul. He's really the glue of our friends / team that we got going there. It was a shame Mark couldn't be here tonight. Of course, Mark was the winner last week in the COT. But, I think if Mark was out here tonight, you probably wouldn't be talking to me as P1. I think it would be Mark Rogers taking P1. But besides that, I just want to say shout out to my boys, Rogers Racing, and that's about it.
Well, great run here tonight. Thanks for coming out, and I'm sure I'll see you next week.
Of course. Thanks for everything you do, Batser. Everything you do is awesome. I'm happy to have my friends come over. They're really enjoying the stuff, so just keep doing what you're doing, man. We love it.
Appreciate you guys.
And
I just like having fun, talking shit.
Yeah, no, you guys keep running this. We'll show up for sure. We're gonna cause a little ruckus, whether it's like my performance last week or I end up on the podium. So
shit happens.
I hear you.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take the little blue pill to get it up there. But good run tonight.
Thanks, boys. I appreciate you and everything you do.
All right, guys, have a good one.
All right, James.
Boys, I'll talk to you.
Appreciate it.
Bill, be good.
All right, guys, that is going to be it for me tonight. I am absolutely exhausted, and I got to get up in the morning. Thanks for coming out. Fantastic racing. Congratulations, Stats. Congratulations, Thomas. That's going to be it. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.